ladies and gentlemen, and dear friends, I assure you all that I am not going to bore you, and I am not going to advise you also, because you people don't need advice. You people need tips, so I am going to give you some tips. The first tip I want to give you is, in 19th century, the world was of coal, mining and metals. Last century was of manufacturing and crude oil. This century is and will be of service industry. So think about it and be part of service industry, because this century it is the service industry which is going to grow more than manufacturing or any other industry for another 50 years. And if you see Fortune 500, which are the companies which went out and which are the companies which came in, you see last 30 years, 40 years, what has happened is Walmart, McDonald's and all those things have come in, and a lot of metal companies, crude companies have gone up. And similar story we are seeing in India, that airlines are doing very well, the IT industry is doing very well, and now we see healthcare industry getting into the same line. So the first tip is, you need to know what is going to grow, so you are at the right place at right time, because most important thing in life is to be at the right place at right time, because then only you start and reach at the right place. If you ask me what I am doing, actually by heart I am a surgeon, and by accident I am an entrepreneur. What is the difference between animal and a human being? There are two differences. One, animal cannot think much, we think a lot. And next please. What animal think about is eating and eating. And even evolved animals like dolphins and monkeys, their thinking is more, they are able to think more, but they think more about eating again. So what we can do is, we can think well if you are well educated, and that's why you take education. So you take education, you take right education, and you think in a better way. However, what is the second thing which humans do and none of the animal does? Anybody? Laugh and smile. That is the only virtue which only humans have. So please keep on doing it. Because if you are not able to laugh and smile, you are an animal. So always remember. And why I am saying so here, a person who becomes successful doesn't take time to become arrogant. And then he forgets smiling and laughing. And then, in my opinion, he is an animal. Because only humans can smile and laugh. And from that place onwards, his progress stops. So keep on smiling, because smiling and laughing is also de-stressing in today's life. Next please. Sheer power doesn't work. Nowadays, it is the power of mind which works. Now tigers and lions are tamed by human beings because the sheer power doesn't work. It is the power of mind which works. Next please. So, it is all about education. But when you get education, you can be a good clerk also. You don't want to be a good clerk. And Britishers produced a lot of schools, colleges, and those days to produce good quality clerks. Because that is what all they require. What we need now is beyond education. Beyond education is awakening. Next please. And as Mark Twain said, which you should always remember, that there are two most important days in your life: the day you are born and the day you find die. This is very, very important. Next, please. And this gentleman, everybody knows, our father of Richter, he was a successful barrister. He would have left a lot of money, a lot of name, but nobody would have known. Today, whole world knows him because he got awakening at Peter Moritzburg railway station that he is not meant for this, he is meant for something else. So that kind of awakening, when it is going to happen in your life, that you have to decide and you have to constantly look for. Because you need to do what you like the most, then only you will do it in a better way, otherwise not. Please don't work for money. Work for something which you like. Money has to follow. Next, please. Same way Swami Shivanand. He was MBBS in those days, in earlier part of last century. He left medical practice, successful medical practice, and then he was able to contribute much more to the society than otherwise what he would have been. Next, please. This lady, everybody knows her, right? No noise? So many boys. Her father wanted her to be a badminton player. So don't try to become what your father or mother wants you to become. She decided that no, I don't want to be a badminton player, I want to do this, and she is successful. So don't try to please anybody in the family. You find out what do you want to do. Actually. And most of the time, you always feel that you have time, but you don't have time. And I consider you all guys very rich than any of us sitting in front, because you have more time than us. Am I correct? So you guys are more richer than us, because when you will end up your career at 50s and 60s, you will have everything else except time. And time is the only commodity which you don't earn back. You don't lose 1,000 rupee note, but you spend 1 hour anyway. So spend your hours in a more constructive way to build your career, rather than just spending it. Because the larger the base you make of your fundamentals and your work, taller the pyramid you can create. And most of the people get tired in making base large enough, and they finish their pyramid small enough, and then there is no other way to go. Next, please. So, success is a journey and not a destination. Most of the time we keep on working for whatever destination, like exams with you people, and then taking job or doing some business. But we always forget to enjoy that journey. And most of us are not able to enjoy that journey. Unless you enjoy what you are doing, it's not work. Now I will come to what I have been doing, but before that I would like to share a couple of small stories. I was a medical student here in Ahmedabad and went to UK and United States, spent about 5 years there. I was offered about $100,000 partnership in a functional orthopedic surgeon's team, but somehow I was able to tell myself that I don't belong here and I'm not required here. So most important thing is, wherever you are and wherever you go, you have to find out, are you going to make any difference? If you are going to make any difference there, then you will go out. But if you are not going to make any difference, you are going to be part of system, you will not do much. You will be spending your years without any gain. I started in '94 with 6 beds near Vijay Crossroads, and I had 2 doctors, 25 employees, First year we did about 14 surgeries. And at that time, nobody was talking about hospitals, and the overall spending of our middle class was very small. City like Ahmedabad, the rich people would go to Mumbai or Chennai to get surgeries done. So everybody was telling me that it is not going to work, and everything was gloomy and depressive. But still, first 6 months I did 2 surgeries. But I was not unhappy. Like this man, Mr. Lamborghini. He was a tractor maker. And he found some faults with Ferrari, and then he went to Mr. Ferrari and told that, you have a couple of faults. And if you improvise on this, your car will be even better. Mr. Ferrari told him that you better make tractors and don't advise me. Then after Lamborghini started making race cars, and they are supposed to be better than Ferrari. So as far as joint replacement surgery is concerned, they were expensive at that time, number one. Number two, high-tech surgeries, overall acceptance in people's mind was very, very low. And there was a lot of fear factor because few surgeons before a few years did quite a few cases and they messed up. See, when one surgeon does the surgery and if he messes up, surgeon gets the bad name. But if 20 surgeons do it and they mess up, surgery gets a bad name. This is a bad operation. And that was a situation for knee replacement surgery. But I kept on doing it year on year and decade after decade. And as on today, we have now been operating not only primary cases or rare cases, but also revisions, re-revisions of Western world. Like this lady had a Bupa insurance of UK, staying in London, operated 5 times in London, all failed. All surgeries were done in private in UK, not in NHS. I ended up doing 6th and 7th surgery. She ended up here because then surgeons there told her, you require amputation and your leg will be cut from here. So they came here, we saved her leg, we did 2 more operations. It is about 3 years she is walking. Next week. Even cases, this guy is a barber in Dubai. And entire Middle East surgeons faculty said that, okay, you cannot be operated because it's a very bad case. We operated him and you can see what we have done. This is after 5 days. And this is after 1 month. He was not able to stand for 30 seconds. So, then after, once you do good work, there are a lot of people coming to you with a lot of expectation, and then you do a lot of work. Now, when you want to do a lot of work, you have to really do it methodically to keep your results in the same way. So the way Henry Ford revolutionized car making, we also did it in our surgery. And another thing, there are three things: invention, innovation, and brand differentiation. Invention to market takes long time, 5 to 10 years. Innovations happen in things which are already existing in the market. And brand differentiation happens in competition. I will tell you brand differentiation. Mercedes-Benz and BMW. Mercedes-Benz was a larger, much larger brand name. And it was difficult for BMW to get into luxury car market. And they were struggling for 20, 30 years. Now they did a brand differentiation by making one sentence: ultimate driving machine. So they took a driver from a back seat to front seat. This is a brand differentiation. Both luxury car segment, both cars are nearly equal. If you take Series 3 or C class, they are same in all way, but here you have a pleasure of driving. In the other you have pleasure of sitting at the back. So they changed the whole thing. And then it is equally big brand today, or even larger than Mercedes. Same way innovation. Innovation is improvising the product constantly. Like, you keep on coming up with i5 or i6, or, you from nowhere to touchpad. These are all different innovations which gives you edge over the market. So what we did during our 10-20 years, that, laminar airflow was first time introduced at Shalby in 1994, vertical laminar airflow with more than 200 air changes in an hour, and at the velocity at table was about 110 to 120 feet per minute. HEPA filter, I don't know how many of you are from technology side. HEPA is high energy particulate air filters. Zero technique, that is my innovation, by which we reduced time for surgery from say a couple of hours to 8-10 minutes. The surgical cut was smaller, patient is able to walk in a couple of hours. Patient is able to go on staircase for 4 to 6 hours. And we used to keep patient, where I started for 15 days, now patient go home in a couple of days time. And the OS needle, all the thread and needle which we use from different companies, they are to take sutures within the soft tissue, either fat or muscle or tendons or sheets. This innovation made things easy in a way that we are able to take suture of the soft tissue with the bone, and this needle can pass through the bone, like this. And these are all different things I innovated to do more work in a standardized way and give the same kind of result to every patient, because for me, some knee is the 10th knee in a day, but that patient is having the only knee. And they need that knee to be as good as the first knee. Next. Then in 2007 we came up with hospital on SG Road, which is 200-bedded hospital. Until then I was a pure surgeon. I never realized that what I'm sitting on is going to become a business. And like this. So with zero technique, as I told earlier, that these are the different things we are able to achieve. Next please. And as I said earlier, that we are able to do 50 surgeries in a day as on now, without any hassle, without any difficulties. Next. Next please. And even infection rate has gone down, because the time has gone down, the wound remains open for the lesser time. Traumatic or surgical infection rate also goes down, which is the biggest enemy of any kind of implant surgery. And today we have 250 doctors at Ahmedabad units and 2,000 staff members at Ahmedabad units. All other outside units are having further 2,000 staff and further 300 to 250 doctors. Like this. So started in 94, 2007 came up the flagship unit, as many of you might have seen, opposite Kanawati Club. Then we took up 100-bedded hospital in Goa. Then In Vapi, 188 bed unit, and then there was one Krishna hospital, which was a cardiac hospital primarily in Uma, which we took up, which is more than 200 beds. We have started last February one unit in Jabalpur. We purchased one hospital, 130 bed in Mohali, Chandigarh, which is we are now converting it to 240 beds. And last month we started unit in Indore, which is the largest corporate hospital of entire Madhya Pradesh as of now. Next please. And our upcoming facilities by next year will be in Jaipur, which is half the way now. By next Diwali will be ready. Baroda 240 beds by next Diwali will be ready. Nashik will be ready within 1.5 years. Mumbai and Ghatkopar will be ready by this time Diwali, and Surat will be ready by 31st March. So it will be about 2,500 beds, and within this 20 years, we had always been zero debt, almost. Now, whatever you do, it's never easy. There are a lot of troubles. Next please. And at times difficult things also look impossible. But one thing one has to learn, and one has to become a fighter and keep constant aim in the front of you that this is what I want to do, and there is no way anybody can stop you. Next please. And the most important thing now, that there is limited thing you can do on your own. Now, if you want to make things scalable, you want to reach to one level, then you need a great team. And team is not about the people under you. People of your intelligence, your level of understanding, and people who are able to understand you, they should be your team, because you cannot have, once Napoleon said that a lion taking an army of dogs to the battle, all the dogs will fight like a lion. But if a dog will take a group of lions to the battle, they will be slaughtered like dogs. So remember, you always need right kind of people and right kind of leader both. So when you start your career, you need good leader like a lion. And when you go up, you have to, even dog like the subordinates, you can get work like lion. Next please. And we have a huge team now of anesthetists, of orthopedic surgeons, of physiotherapists, all kinds of different faculties we do. Lot of cardiac work, oncology work, lot of even cosmetics, dental. Next please. So as I said, great leaders don't tell you what to do, but they show you how it is done. Next please. Now we have clinics, a lot of clinics all over India, about more than 40 clinics. We have about more than 10 clinics in Africa, and we operate in RAK in UAE. Next please. And we are pioneer of medical tourism in this part of the world. Way back in 2001, we operated the first British guy. And today we get patients from almost every corner of the world. Please. And it's not about doing the quantity of work, it's about quality of work. And every year, we as a group receive 3 to 4 national or international awards of different kinds. And these are from various channels to various banks to Frost & Sullivan and Union Ministry of Consumer Affairs and Science, and all those people. Next please. And when you do good work, EIPs also come, and you get branding because of them also. Next please. And here are people from different places. Prime Minister of Uganda, we operated, Home Minister of Kenya, Graham Smith, cricketer. And these are all Chinese servants on the other side. Every year, different part of the world, people in groups come to learn. And that gives you a lot of satisfaction that you are able to contribute at an international level and not only local level. Next please. So take-home message is most people discuss efficiency, competency, determination, effective communication, good people management, confidence, etc. when they talk about leadership. And they all are very important, but I want to impress upon you today is the core quality around which all other qualities will shine like a jewel is that of core quality of serving others. Because if you do good work, it is always recognized. You do good work, and keep in mind to do good work. Most of the people start thinking about even their jobs, that I am getting this job of this money. No. At the end of the day, it is not the package which is of more importance, what work you are going to do and what you are going to contribute to the company, because it is not important what you are getting today. Where you would be after 5 years is more important. Next. So, success is all about self-belief and realization, vision, passion, timing, hard work and innovation. Next please. And the most important thing, knowledge can be communicated but not the wisdom. And as I tell you, you have data and information which was not there before 30 years. Data and information were not available to people like us when we started our career because there was no era of computers. But data and information is available ready. And it is available readily to everybody. So you have core competence. We are going to have competition from everywhere because data and information is available to everybody. Having said this, able to use information will make it a knowledge. And knowledge is useful, information is not. And knowledge with experience will become wisdom. Because only knowledge, there are chances of failure. With wisdom, there are much less chance of failure. Thank you. Anybody interested in asking anything? Or should I remove the mic? Yes, please.
Sir, you said that it took 20 years to bring Shalby what it is today, and will take another couple of more years. What you thought it to be. So my question is that back then in '94, did you ever have a vision that one day I'll make Shalby this and will treat people, will go to people, will be becoming something incredible. Did you have this vision in '94?
No. See, I tell you, in 2007 when I made this SG Road unit, I never realized that I am sitting on a business. I was just a pure surgeon, and as I told you while I was talking that I am by heart surgeon and by accident entrepreneur. So by 2007 I started realizing that something can be created out of this, and I started working on it. And I tell you what, you can think about 10 years, you can plan for 5 years, and you can work for 2 years. Okay? Beyond 10 years, if you start thinking, you are Sheikh Challi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your